Possibly I could cut the plummet for the spider. We'll see what's more dead. We should just determine every single time when we have plummet in hand. Would we rather spider or rather plummet? Spider is a body, but it's a 2/4 body. Plummet is a spell, but plummet's a 2 mana instant. Yep, it's definitely a decision. I go first. I have no motivator in hand. I don't have the land to play my dude. I'd have to draw a land in 3. We have a nice 5 and a nice 7, but I think this is actually a mulligan. Feels kind of bad. This creature trades down to pretty much anything. I like the new place a lot, Bacon. The area we're still discovering. This is a better hand. Because of the motivator. Third mountain is fine. We're going to run out of steam really quick, though. My profile on Steam is public. You can go check it out if you want to answer those questions. Feel free to do so. That's kind of bad news for us. Kills like every one of our creatures. Play the brute since he can't be blocked this turn. So that forces him not to be able to get a zombie out of it. No, the zombie, if I run with the ogre, he blocks and puts a 2/2 on the board and has a stopping guy for our ogre. This way I get 2 more attacks before he can do anything with the dissenter. Would have been nice to draw a land there for the Havoc Devils. I guess I can't draw a land and draw the Havoc Devils. So we're definitely getting Apparatus this turn. I would like Forest top decks would be great. He's had very good answers here for our 2 toughness creatures. Motivator doing work this game for sure, but we still have done no value. It's a good card for me, nice and slow. Not worried about that right now. Well, mountain's better than nothing, but I would have preferred a forest. Runner forest is what we want here. And then we never want to draw land again until we draw a worm. Three 5 is a huge problem. We need to draw forest. Does that work? No, not really. We have no overrun effects, so it's a little bit awkward. till end of turn. Sure. Seems like a misplay. I think he thought it was the enchant one. And now you want to swing with it. That makes me so fucking happy. That's such a big misplay for you. It's like he just that's definition of sunk cost right there. So the sunk cost fallacy is basically the idea that people do this all the time. It's like you've already committed resources to something, therefore you're committed to doing that, as opposed to walking away and losing those resources. He played the card. He's like, well, fuck, now I played the card. I need to get some value out of this Sentinel. It's still better to leave it blocking. It stalls my board entirely. And now I'm just going to lightning that at the end of his turn, and I'm going to attack him. Is that worth an electricity plus motivator block? Did you not read the card? The card brings it back. No, it's absolutely not worth an electrify plus anything block. He wants to take 8 to the face here. Sure. Do I electrify this now? I think he missed his neonate tap too. Does trigger his guardian. Maybe he wants to race. He's not gonna race at fucking 4 health. That's what I think he thought. I think that's what he thought he was casting last turn. There was a chance to kill him with Titanic Growths. You see any green mana? Holy shit, the backseating today. I think I do electrocute him. I could have 2-for-1'd. Oh, you mean killing it before it dropped? Yeah, that was a thought. Alright. More red mana. Feels bad. Yeah, I could have 2-for-1 the neonate with the lightning. I think in retrospect, that would have changed nothing, but felt good. So I guess best draw for us is the Hellion. We'll just get mana screwed out of this game. It's fine. It's fine. Feels pretty bad right now. It's all right. We're right now he's getting a 0-for-3 on us right now. It's okay, guys. I could have killed him with Titanic Growth. This is just all extended bad manner. We're like watching our opponent grow a spine. Nice. Nice. Alright, I thought we had this game, but I'm no longer convinced. Didn't change the mic WDI. The physical setup's a little different on the mic. Green screen stuff, no software, no hardware has been changed, so green screen stuff is outside of my control. You know, this would be an ideal draw in a lot of worlds. Could chump, but see. Oh, he's got time walked. Sure. Super good versus us right now. So we're actually dead, right? He pings us at the end of the turn, hits us with the Drake, pings us at the beginning of his turn, we're dead. Okay. That was exciting. Gonna change that force ratio up.
Fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Happy culture. Thanks for the sub. All right, spiders looked like a pretty good play versus him. Actually, so did explosive apparatuses. Our ogres were kind of less great than we'd like, since 2 defense didn't seem amazing. It's gonna slow us down a little bit to sub out the ogres. I think the plummets are going to be pretty good. Saw 2 of those drakes. Stack at right now, 39. Throw in an explosive apparatus. I don't want more force for the early game. I don't want more force for the early game. My early game is literally motivators and brutes and ogres. Like, maybe for this I do, but for the others I don't. I will probably adjust the mana very, very slightly. That's just bad drawing. If you react knee-jerk to everything that happens, your deck just like never gets a chance to do anything. I don't know about this Hellion. Play a more value-oriented game. Both ogre cuts is... Oh, it's just the 1 ogre. We need both motivators. We're trying to be less rushy. Trying to be a little less rushy. Second plummet. Let's run second plummet. All right. Yeah, the backseat gaming is super strong today, for sure. All right. We've got good mana, and by good mana I mean both colors. Feels bad not to be able to punish him for that misplay on his part.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Welcome, oh my Scott. Thanks for the sub. On the channel. My deck does seem better, but always at the mercy. 2 top, 0 bottom. Guess there's land up there. Let's get our other threat on the board before we bite anything. Don't want to trade the Courser for the Gearsmith Prodigy. Oh, I think we're about to get dwindled. Okay. Should have another green mana right now. Rabid Bite is so inefficient with our hand. Suppose I can Hellion. Just get it back in the deck. It's just damage. It's not really a creature is the problem. It's like I spent 4 turns doing 7 to his face, and I'm not very excited about that. So it's definitely Druid of the Cowl this turn. Can bait double block. Rabid Bite's a sorcery. Can't bait double block. Am I okay trading the Hellion for a Dissenter plus a Prodigy? Probably. I've got a fucking Dreadmaw in hand. Just clearing some of this shit might be good. I didn't think very much of Gladius. WDI's played a lot in channel though, Micro chatting. So it's definitely Druid of the Cowl. The question is, do I attack this turn or not? He's mana screwed. I think we're okay right now. Let's play the Druid. Leave the Hellion for a minute. How about a flyer? Yeah, that's what I want to see. Okay, that's Dreadmaw. So next turn is attacking. Druid has 3 health. The bomb does 2 damage. He can't be smart and kill the Druid. We're going to get any suggestions from chat today that are actually doable suggestions. So far I've had Titanic Growth with no red mana. I've had kill the Druid from his bomb. When the bird has 3 health, the bomb does 2 damage. What else have we had? Some other good ones like this. Sure. All right, let's start swinging here. I think we're plummeting that Drake first before he can declare blockers with it. I don't want it blocking my Hellion. Baiting giant growthing that. I'm kind of okay if the Hellion just dies. Seems fine. It's that or it puts it back in my deck. I don't really want to draw it again right now. This gets me the spider cast. I think this is okay. Okay. Hellion kind of mediocre in this deck. Maybe I should think about not playing that main decking Spider over Hellion. I don't know. Why are these both pulsing? So I'm going to remove the Drake. Attack with everything. He's at 9. He can tank 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's fine. I have a trampler, there's no reason to attack with the other target, even if I want a Titanic Growth. That is some greedy blocking. Think those neonates are going to save you at this point? Sure. He's going to ignore the Dreadmaw. Alright, I don't want to get blown out of the water. We've already seen him use the Totally Lost here. Totally Lost blows me out of the water if I just let him bounce the Dreadmaw with the Titanic Growth. So we're just going to click damage. Okay. It's kind of a bummer. But the card he's already played, already seen. I guess it's 5. Oh, Totally Lost is 5. That's my fault. Totally Lost wouldn't have been playable. Just, okay. That's me being bad. Yep. Do I want to keep the Centaur alive? It's at 1. 4 attackers gets through right now. I don't think I care. Feels a little bad to miss lethal there. Could be other bounce spells, could be disperse. But I think I would have... I think playing around the card I've seen from him is better than playing around from card I haven't. And definitely a worry there. It's weird he chose to bomb there because he wanted the Courser out of the way. There it is. Okay. Gives him a lot of time to come back into this right now. Wish I'd counted his mana last turn. No, I'm not Titanic any of that shit. I don't want to trade stupid trades for no reason. He blocked the devil. Titanicking the devil does fuck all. Chat with the suggestions today. I'm beginning to think we're just trolling on you. He blocked the devil. Oh, more troll suggestions telling me. Alright. Wasn't he dead? He blocked all 3 creatures. How was he dead? Chat, please. Please, chat. I'm totally happy with suggestions that aren't ridiculous. Definitely misplayed on the turn when he had 5 mana and I thought he had 4. I think he's dead this turn though. Or rather where I thought Total Loss was a 4 mana card, not a 5. Such a greedy block, sure. 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 You bet, buddy. All right. That was a bit of a slog in the end. Don't know that I want the Hellion. I don't want one of my cards being removed from the battlefield versus this player. I think I'm going to throw the Fire Elemental in for that. And the deck is okay. Explosive Apparatus for the Drakes. Is that necessary? Maybe. Threatens to trade nicely with a couple of his creatures too. And I'm feeling that lack of draw right now. Let's try this. Okay. If you attack with a negative power creature, does it do anything? Nope. All it does is give me another target for Titanic Growth if he didn't block it, because it's at -2 power. And I have a buff card. I can bring it up to 2 power. It would do 2 damage if he doesn't block it. It does have trample too, but not relevant for any of his creatures. All of his creatures have at least 2 toughness. Okay. Okay. 3 land, a 3-drop, 5 and a 6. It all look decent. Both of our colors. We've got a 5, a 5. We're really good if we draw one more land in the near future. He hasn't shown particularly good options to deal with our big creatures. The most annoying has definitely been Totally Lost with the Time Walk effect. It's been quite devastating. It's a ramp card. Lets me drop a 5 next turn. Seems better than what we were going to do. Gonna murder it. It's aggressive murder. Oh, it's flash. It's his 3/2 flash, dude. It's okay. It's not either. He's holding the 3/2 flash, dude, I guess. Missed his mana drop. I think it might be murder. Do we want to bait the murder with the Thornhide Wolves? Yeah, I do. No murder. Okay. What's he holding on over there? Got a dwindle? Snapping Drake. Sure. It's a good one if we draw land. Oh, I forgot to predict how many wins this deck is going. I think it's going 2 wins. And I think it's going 2 wins because it has no draw. And I don't know what we're going to do versus any complicated deck that has a little bit of removal in it. I mean, we have a fair amount of removal ourselves, but I don't see ways for us to get value. Except our big dudes. Maybe with Titanic Growths or Electrifies on Tramplers we can do stuff. Maybe. Sure, Scholar starts. He's trying to get blockers out. Seems like a pretty good Titanic Growth turn. Just takes it like a champ. Sure. Any new player deck builds? I don't do a lot with Constructed. Just Google Deck Hub and take a look around at some stuff there. I recommend mono red for farming ladder, but it's not very fun. It's just more efficient. Sure. The Prodigy is out on the board. Tough to argue with that. Is he just dead? So he puts 2, 3, 4, 5 power in front of the Dreadmaw. The Dreadmaw. Yeah, he's just dead. So. Even if he abnormal endurances it, it pops back as a tapped creature, so it removes a blocker. Go trample. Guess instant removal here is pretty bad for me. That's not that big a deal though. I think he's still dead, right? Isn't he at? No, he's at 7. Is he still alive? Okay, it's fine. It's a pretty good use of Strangling Spores. His next turn has got to be really good. Pretty good use by me, I mean, for him. It's clearly not a good use for him to Strangling Spores there. It's desperation because he has no other play, but probably doesn't feel real good for him. All right. Well, turns out playing really big green dudes on curve is the way to do things. Who would have guessed? All right. So we are going to tweak that just slightly. I'm going to regret this every time I draw a motivator on 2. We were trying to be more tempo oriented and we switched to a value game with that guy. I think in general, I still want to be tempo oriented. I'm not sure about this Hellion. It's a little bit hard because we have no 4s and it's 7 damage. Maybe this giant spider should be in over that. I think the Hellion's getting subbed out a lot. But let's try our tempo start for each of these games. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break. Then we'll get to game 2.